What's up, folks? Welcome back to another episode of our Ulm playthrough here. In the previous episode, we declared an offensive war against our coalition to actually break it down, and I do intend to take quite some provinces from this war, but we need to get our war score all the way up. With that being said, we also integrated Lithuania at the end of last episode, and I'm actually interested to manage some of this situation a bit. I need to actually be at peace to sort out what I did intend to do out here in this region. But otherwise, this war's going well, considering the circumstances. We were initially dramatically outnumbered and so on. We've been doing well, and let's continue to do so. Let's get it moving. I'm going to go for the war goal and start putting some pressure onto Burgundy themselves. Maybe take the capital as it's unfortified. But yeah, let's get things moving. I've been thinking about our options after this, and unfortunately I cannot attack Austria directly. He's re-allied too. His diplomacy is pissing me off big time. Oh well, we can't attack him anyway because of this. He would actually be too strong. So we have pretty limited options, I'm sorry to say, after this. A truce is coming up with Poland in 7 years, which seems like ages, and that's the same with Denmark. But that's some options down the line. Yeah, but I have an idea. We're going to declare on Russia. Believe it or not, we are going to be declaring on Russia. And currently, we're starting to get some Diplo points back. Surprisingly, even though we spent 1,000 points, Diplo points, on integrating Lithuania, we're doing pretty good on Diplo tech, like keeping ahead. So I'm happy about that. And we've been farming absolutism because currently we have unlawful territory, which is allowing our legitimacy to, excuse me, I was looking at prestige there, our legitimacy to diminish below 100, and we've been doing this. But at this stage, we're spending so many military points on it. I'm a little bit hesitant. Maybe we should check up. Also, I've been doing a lot of artillery barraging, so there's only so much that our military points can stand. Great Britain's walking all the way out into nowhere, dude. The hell? So be it. Let's go get Kurland's capital back. Oh, Bohemia has some troops. Let's go take them out. Now, let's do a little bit of a switcheroo here. Let's have this be our super general. Nice. Oops, wrong one. There we go. Let's go bail Kurland out of the mess that they're currently in. Because he's going to be around, unlike Lithuania is, and I want to make sure that he's feeling okay, you know? That he's not dying to war exhaustion or anything like that. Looks like, wow, Milan is attacking Lucca, which has brought him into a war against the Papal States. So these two may finally be at each other's throat. Milan is definitely taking over, and he's definitely the more powerful between the two. But we could potentially see a Milanese and Papal State rivalry without a doubt. We could see that coming up here. I'm pretty sad about our lack of options of sort of areas to expand and things to do, and with that in mind, I kind of feel like we should try to push on for near 100% here and take as much as we can in this current war that we're fighting. Nice. Tremendous amount of Spanish troops coming to participate in this war, which is good to see. Westphalen had been reconquered, which is a fort level 1, and we have quite some territory occupied. So what happened to the Papal State? Did he get out unscathed? He did, and Milan fully annexed Lucca there. Interesting. Well, so be it. Let's call the Papal State in. Even after calling them in, we've got favors with them. Let's do it. Yeah, a lot of our territory is occupied. I'm going to try to go resolve that a little bit. Oh, don't do that. I don't care about what's going on way over here. I'm going to blockade the coast up here in the Baltic to help us that much sooner. Alright, so the farming of absolutism has stopped, and we're apparently completely stable. Oh, come on. I don't want to artillery barrage if I can avoid it. Spanish are going down here to southern Italy. Finally re-sieged Metal. And now can we catch these Great British troops? This looks like a breezy victory to me here. I'd love to be able to stack wipe some fools if possible. Nice. Yeah, just by sheer coincidence, guys, this is obviously one of the largest and more intense wars we fought in a long time. And for 4 more years, we have 10 discipline, just out of the blue. A nice event there. So that's good, crazy, but good kind of coincidence there. Helping us participate in this massive war. I guess let's go sit in a proper fort as opposed to fort level 1 just in case. And the east is looking pretty good now. If we can get this shut down on this troop, we can unite all of our own stacks over in the west. But Great Britain, he might... this is driving me nuts. Did I roll... Oh, why don't we have our general on the stack? I messed that up somehow. I don't have a bead on the British. I don't know where they went. Yeah, my poor war exhaustion. Damn it. So this is obviously going to fall pretty quickly here. That was actually 100%. Did you guys see that? We brought in our Siege 5 general and it was 100%. That's pretty epic. It's not often that I see that. I wanted to improve relations with Brittany because I want him to kind of remain friendly. Ideally, he's friendly so that we can just re-ally him or re-royal marriage him when it is appropriate. This British better not be doing any backdooring action or anything like that. That would be enraging. Nice. Stack wiping people to the left, stack wiping them to the right. Alright, 5 siege general. Let's go in on Liege. Now, Liege is Wallonian. As much as I like Wallonia, the area, it's a sick area. Unless I intend to accept Wallonian culture with one of our precious cultural acceptance slots, then we're probably not going to be owning that area. At this stage, it looks like we have pretty good odds of PUing Brittany, which means that the French, as much as I desire this land, especially, English Channel stuff, in order to complete our goal, it's going to be wise to pretty much have all the French and more culture under Brittany. So we have to keep that in mind. But there's no harm in conquering it, and we can grant it to him at a later date. It has to be... There's no other way, right? He's not going to conquer it himself. Trying to just re-siege some of this land because it's so painful for them having it occupy us. His enthusiasm's low. That's good. No idea. These British troops are walking somewhere really weird, but as long as they're not doing work, that's okay. Really? I guess France is guaranteeing him. Yeah, I thought it was a royal marriage when I looked last time. Maybe in 8 years we could fight this war. If I take Bar, I can make some claims on France. And we could take them while piecing out Savoy. I can see that our spy network is actually progressing with Bremen, which is good, because in the past it hasn't progressed with Bremen at all. Let's make sure our good general, let's switch them, basically. I'm trying to keep these Bohemians down. He got a few troops, stragglers, which I didn't realize after we stack wiped him, we fully annexed him. I'd like to just keep him down, but he is obviously trying to, it's almost like he's trying to fight for his survival or something to that kind of nature. Unlikely. But he's doing something along those kind of lines. He has 4k troops currently. Yeah, it would be nice to be at peace though, because I've got a little bit of plans, guys. We have a Diplo slot available, as you guys can see. Doing very well economically, despite the harsh times. So that's good. This war is taking forever. It's 1620, man. I don't know. I don't know, guys. We got a lot to conquer. This one's a hard one. But it's enjoyable. If we fail, it will still have been glorious, right, guys? Oh, wow. Excellent Minister. Such a nice event. Well, we know what the obvious choice is here. Let's go ahead and get lots of prestige and re-roll our heir once again. We're at 25 prestige at least. Once again, we've done that, I don't know, once or twice before, right guys? Re-rolled our heir. Yeah, I want to intercept these British troops that are just on the way back. How dare you walk out here into Eastern Europe again? This here is my land. You better recognize. Finally, these sieges seemed to take forever there. Why don't you understand? This here is my land. It's not that complicated. We're going to be able to take innovative ideas soon. I've been focusing my admin points for the longest time, and we did do a little bit of developing, which felt a bit awkward, but we, for the most part, have been spending our admin points expanding, which is good. Currently at 3 stability, which feels amaze. Go ahead and baroge this province. I'm coming for you, guy. I don't think I ain't coming for you, because I am. I'm probably going to force march that, just to make sure that we get those guys, because they're cat and mousing me so badly, it's really irritating. See, he's backing off again. I'm coming for you, guy. What you gonna do about it? Oh, we so got you. It's gonna be in the woods, but still. It's got 4 shock. Now, do I have... We've got more maneuver than him. Okay, we don't have to worry about that. So, there's some forts and stuff around. Even if he's not stack wiped, we... Ah, that's annoying. We may be able to, catch him where he's retreating. Oh, stickity stack wiped like it ain't no thing. Get wrecked, GB. You ain't nothing to us. You ain't nothing. Amazing. Nice, these guys abandoned ship. Alright, so in terms of war score, we need these forts. So I'm trying to work on them. Yep, we need these forts. Oh man. I can't. To anybody who's excited about this, I can't, guys. I just can't. It's just too much right now. We can't do any crazy shenanigans. I'm sorry to say. Nice, getting some reform progress. I can't. It would ruin the whole campaign, guys. We need Spain. Because Spain, if he was not our friend, he will be our enemy. We need him. But let's hope we get a good heir here. That's costing us legitimacy, which means... Alright, no heir, but increased chances of getting an heir because of the royal marriage. And more absolutism. Spending those military points all day. I mean, maybe we'll PU him for free. He no longer has his own personal union, which means a noble will not... I don't know, it's 0.5 and it lasts 30 years. Who cares? It's too expensive. It means he'll not automatically get a noble from one of his other controlled countries. So if his legitimacy is in question like this, guys, if we share dynasty like that, if he dies, I don't know, if we're really lucky, we might just PU him for free. That would be something. I can take military points as well. We should keep that in mind. It really hurts, but I know we're going to take a lot of land, so I'm going to spend those Diplo points there. We don't really have many Diplo points, but I'm going to do it. Well, this is only a fort level 2. It should fall pretty easily. Spanish winning battles for us, and these guys have nowhere to go. Wow. If I was there, it would already be ogre, but I don't know if the Spanish will go in on them. Nice. Rip? Rippity rip? We got most of these forts on lock. Wow. Calais dropped really quickly. A bad pronunciation of that province. Okay. So, yeah, he's not going belligerent. It's so expensive. Feels bad. Feels bad. I'll just take what I can, you know? Probably the free city. Probably take out the free city. This is probably what we're gunning for here, guys, which is we can't separate Great Britain. So it's gonna be hard to kind of get this, but we don't really have anything else going on right now, guys. If I was at peace, we couldn't really do anything else anyway. Regrettably. So, yeah. It looks like if I could just occupy Vienne, we could dismantle the HRE here, but I just can't. Look at this. I just can't. You know, if we attacked him, Spain wouldn't join because we're involved in a war with him. But even the Ottomans are in the Catholic League. That's such BS. I can't call them into this war. That's sad. It looks like we've got every significant province of the Holy Roman Empire, right? No, we'd have to have Holland anyway. Is Holland in the Catholic League? Yeah. Wow. I mean, the Ottomans alone would be really formidable to deal with, but that's pretty crazy. We could declare this war and Spain and Portugal would not fight it because they can't. They can't be in a war with me and fight the opposing war at the same time against us. But it would sneezels. Apologies. It would ruin our relations with the Ottomans and it would call us in against them, which would not be pleasant at all. Feels bad, man. I don't know what to do. We can't dismantle the Holy Roman Empire right now, which I would really like to do, but we just can't. Yeah, in terms of war score here, it's going to be interesting to see. That was almost 100%. So let's see where things fall. We've got a lot of forts to resiege, but I don't know. We've got ticking war score. Maybe the ticking war score is the equivalent of not taking Great Britain. I don't know. And he definitely has low enthusiasm, so 98%. I'd really like to peace out with this, but it might be too much. We'll see. I think we'll get there, right? With all of these fort occupations and a little bit of ticking war score, I think we'll get there. Why don't we improve relations with the Ottomans? Speaking of the Ottomans, our diplomat's doing literally nothing, so looks like that's a fort there as well that can be sieged down for war score. So I think we got this. Definitely Ulm really showing our prowess though, right guys? This continent, this here continent, this here our land. Yeah, the Spanish leader's 33. 33 years old. No hurry. No hurry to tick up for -5. It's not like an institute has spawned or anything like that. Speaking of institutes, the next one is manufactories. With a really nice bonus of goods produced that will improve our income. I don't know what the likelihood of us getting that institute is, but let's build a manufactory. We're a lot more affluent than we have been in the past. Those manufacturers there look pretty good. Invest the money while we have it. But yeah, our capital region has a manufacturer in every province. And we have a lot of manufacturer density. I think the likelihood of us getting manufacturers is as high as it can really be. But it just comes down to RNG, right? So what's going on? That's being sieged. Hamburg is sieged. I guess let's try to walk down here and see if we can get that fort back. Because otherwise we've done just about everything we can do. Nice. Get godded. So be it. Well, that's satisfying. Especially taking Westfalen. is satisfying. It's a good province, and this is yeah, part of Westphalia, obviously. But that's really nice. We now have that coal, the potential coal, finally. If this guy dies, we inherit his land for free, guys. That would be so nice. But meanwhile, same goes for him. Same goes for him, and that's why I want to go back to war ASAP. That's why I reduced my war exhaustion there. Alright. So now that we're at peace... Nice. Kurland is not, it does not have debt. Now, we're going to give him the Lithuanian land as he fully accepts it, and we don't. And that should, hopefully, embolden him. You know, he's got some nice provinces there. Now, believe it or not, this might come as a surprise to some of you, but having integrated Lithuania, guys, I'm actually... It seems counterproductive, guys, but we've got a mission, right? We've got a task at hand. We're going to be releasing Kiev. There we go. Here we go. Kiev is up on the map. Now this gives me reconquest against the Ruskies once again. So we can take this, which is the war that I intend to go in. Let's check out his diplomacy. There we go. So this is a nice chill war for us to fight, right? I can out-tech the Russians, it looks like. I know they're having economic circumstances and we're stronger than them. So this is the war I intend to go to. That gives us something to do. However... Well, let's just say I have plans for Kiev, okay? So currently, as you can see, he fully accepts Belarusian. It's not his it should be partially accepted, but he currently fully accepts it because he's using a slot there. And with that in mind, we're going to go ahead and give him... It's a little bit state inefficient, you know? But in order to achieve what we want to achieve, I'm going to give him all the Belarusian land that we own. Which is all of this, right? Let me just check, guys. I've got to be really careful here. So it's Smolensk, that's the border. It's all of this area. But this is the fun stuff, guys. I hope you enjoy what I have planned to try to achieve the current goal, the goal of this playthrough. Okay, I really don't want to give him too much more if it can be helped, but let's make him into a nice country, this guy, Kiev. Now, we're going to walk out eastward. Wait, we've got to deal with Flanders and who else? Flanders and Moldavia, easy. One stack will be enough to deal with Flanders. So, let's now claim up the most valuable province here, I suppose, which is Reims. I don't know when our Truce of Savoy comes up. Ages away, 7 years. Alright, how old is our ruler? 30. Unlikely that he'll just drop dead. Please don't just drop dead and make me feel bad, please. So when does our truce come up with France? We could attack him directly, right? It's 30. Okay. We could attack him directly, that's an option. 34. I mean, he's more likely to die than we are, right? According to age. Theoretically. Losing our claims in Bohemia. Ah, feels bad, man. So one of our why are you going there? I didn't tell you to go out there. We're going this way now. One of our stacks is actually smaller than the others. That's fine. We're gonna fight a hard war anyway. Let's just merc up to make it nice. Now the development here is really low, and we have reconquest. So this is gonna be, you know, it's a small time war. We should tick up while we can, because it's inevitable that we're going to do that to fight this war. We want the advantage, and it gives me an indication of where our military points are at. We're really far ahead, so get that absolutism, lads. Now, take that. Get that absolutism again. Lol. It's painful. It's painful and it's expensive, but we're getting there. This potential PU is making me nervous, but I'm trying to get into position before I declare the war, just to make sure we're okay. "4 years with this truce here." I think attacking Denmark is something we can totally do, right? For sure. Yeah, so Kiev, I actually intend to feed him the Russian region, guys, but I have a tactic planned, and it's a little bit nerve-wracking. Like, as you can see, we already integrated all of this, and then we're freeing it up again, and it's not exactly ideal. So just keep that in mind. Like, a lot of people are asking how did I intend to achieve what I'm going to achieve. Do I intend to flip Mughals, that kind of thing? Nope, we're Europeans, lads. We ain't no Asians up in here. Okay, unlawful territory is going to allow us to keep spamming that with our military points, but I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Spain is so active, he's just going to go back to war all day, every day. It's going to be really difficult to PU him. Let's go ahead and declare war on our rival, and that's going to allow us to max out our power projection even more. And let's go ahead and hire a rank 3 diplomatic advisor who does very little for us. So the Ruskies appear to have fort level 2s, which, needless to say, are easy for us to handle. Surely one of these guys is a rival of Flanders. No, Liege won't even give us access. Well, it's just whether or not they will give us access. I'll feign walking off here. I will feign walking off, and I will also build a spy network in Bohemia before the month ends. Oh my goodness. Russia? Calm down. That's got me a bit nervous, but we can see his composition is trash, so that makes me a little bit less nervous again. We don't need all that much war score, remember guys, to piece this out. This is so irritating. Flanders is going to make me walk off, and then he's going to just backdoor me. Oh well. See? He's hoping I just walked away, but we ain't that dumb. We ain't that foolish. I'm not using my military points to artillery barrage because we can just repetitively farm this at this stage. It's quite amazing that our reputation is very high despite not having the advisor and having integrated a nation for -3. We have 1 reputation from German ideas. Okay, unrest is an opportunity to use harsh treatment. Development cost reduction, and where was... That's Poland, I think. Yeah, I wish, dude. I wish I could state it up, right? Which I can't. So, not too concerned about development reduction in this province. Now, naturally, if we can retake Kiev, which I'm hoping to do, this core will never go away, will it? Will it? No, it won't. Kiev is primary Ruthenian, so it won't go away in any of these, which is good. If we can retake Kiev, that's going to become the capital of Kiev, and Kievanian Rus is actually going to be in existence, guys, for the entire game, I would suggest. Yes. So I hope that has you guys hyped. This game's going to be all about nation building, right? Right now, the nations that have piqued our interest are actually Brittany, to some extent Kurland. Kurland has fully accepted the Baltic states, including this little Prussian province, so he's doing well for us, despite his small size. Now, I wonder, is that fort putting him into debt or anything? It appears that maybe. Damn it. Damn it, Kurland. Stop being such a noob. I want to take all your trade, and I still want you to be stable and prosperous, okay? So calm down. You fool. He stated everything up, which is good to see, and so has Kiev. That's a really dumb province for him to state up, because he's never going to own this, and he's going to own a lot more than he currently has. But you can never have the AI be smart like that. They just do whatever they want. Just whatever they feel like. Alright, Moldavia's now done. This war looks like it's pretty chill. Looks like we're going to smash this one out before the end of the episode, which is pretty cool. And then I'm going to have to put some serious thought into our next move. I think just making a claim on Poland and attacking him might be the way to go. It's just so slow, guys. Part of the main reason this is slow, I hope you guys realize that, is because we don't have the Deus Vult CB. Right? It's like so awkward, just taking a little bit at a time. But we are getting closer and closer to that admin tech 20, which allows me to form Germany, which gives us claims everywhere. And if this situation ends, then yeah, we can really utilize those claims on Austria at least. That would be nice. Okay, needless to say, Flanders is out of this war. And so is Moldavia. I'll allow him to maintain his alliance with Russia, because the Ottomans might just gobble him up with ease if we cancel his alliance. Try to continue our spy network. Speaking of which, oh, I hate to do it. It's so expensive, but that spy network advisor is pretty valuable. The morale of navies is just trash for us, but that's pretty valuable. Russia's a complete pushover, dude. His troops will probably way out in Asia, but even if they come, their composition is so whack that, yeah. He's a pushover. So we're basically wanting these 4 provinces, and then we have the choice to take a lot of money if that's what we desire, or whatever. I could take some land from him, which What kind of alliance does this guy have? Savoy? Let's just allow him to be allied to Savoy, because Savoy might ally somebody stronger. Yeah, I can spend some Diplo points here taking an extra chunk out of Russia, and I might do that. We're not doing well on Diplo points, but we don't have anything desperately to spend them on. Guys, we could really do with an heir, by the way. We've got a lot of royal marriages, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our chances of getting an heir should be pretty good. I don't know exactly why we're not getting an heir. And hopefully, for the first time in my life, this heir is actually not terrible. Alright. This capital falls. Let's use that 5 siege general. We might have oh, army tradition is so good. Might have some generals passing away now. It's been a while. Dude, that absolutism just seems so expensive, quite frankly, but thankfully we're doing well on our military points, thankfully. So, let's have a look. This is cheap as chips, low dev reconquest. So how much is it gonna to what? These are so low dev? Is that it? It doesn't cost me anything because of the dev? Wow. Interesting. It's because they're under 10 dev. Oh. Yeah. Let's continue this war. Let's take a big chunk out of Russia, guys. Yeah, I like that. Let's stop this. Oh yeah, let's take a big chunk out of Russia. Now, obviously I want innovative, guys, but the thing is, if we take the tech now, it's whatever. We could wait for the negative 5%. It could be... Oh man. Suffering tons of attrition here unintentionally. There's no hurry, believe it or not, to tick up our admin points, despite I really value my admin points right now. There's no hurry. We might be able to get it for negative 10. Who knows? We just took that in one tick there with our Siege 5 and our tons of cannons. That feels good. So hopefully Kiev and Kurland go around sieging up just the odd province here. Let's try to use our diplomat. Keep our diplomat busy. Don't be dumb, monk. Gotta utilize them where we can. Gives us an excuse to hang out in this war anyway. We kind of want to hang out at war until we Spain's doing just fine. Kind of want to hang out in war until we get our own heir, just like Spain has. Wow, I think that might have been 1 month as well. Sieging this guy down like he ain't no thing. Feels good. Now our 10 discipline amazing bonus has disappeared unfortunately, but it's okay, we're still strong. Once we complete innovative ideas, we're going to be even stronger. Rip. Get wrecked. He's going to get wrecked here again. He doesn't have a general equip. Oh, he did equip a general, but still. Looks like we're winning. Maybe not if he piles everything in. He's actually got an amazing general, man. I'm jelly. Oh, I'm going to have to retreat here unless we're lucky. Yeah, let's retreat. So let's get his enthusiasm to low, I suppose, just for the sake of it, because we could always take his money as well. He's got a lot of money, which seems valuable. You guys, that's obviously a famous quote from a really popular philosopher. Money seems valuable. Budget Monk's full of profound statements like that, obviously. Well, I think I've just about had enough with this. The next fort's way out there. We could walk way out there, I guess. I want to wrap up the episode, guys. But it seems actually like the pragmatic thing to do to hang out in this war until we get an heir. So how about we just quickly check. Uh-oh, who died? Is that my... No, discipline. I need discipline. Try to reroll. Let's give you guys a bit of a clue of what our peace offer is going to look like. I'm thinking about taking some of this low dev land like this, which unfortunately I will have to core up. But it's just so cheap. Like, yeah, man. This is the most satisfying land grab we've probably ever had, right? I think we might 100% this guy. I think we might 100% this guy. That's a really nice, satisfying amount of land that we can take. It's gonna... This province here is costing me 1 Diplo. Might skip it for that reason. Do that. 0 Diplo points. Beautiful. Yep. And it's gonna overkill my power projection way above 100. Which is really nice, but I think that's what we're going for. So naturally I'm going to have to core these up, but they are low dev. And these are going to be given to Kiev. That's what we're looking at. So yeah, we're going for that 100%. But it's going to have to be next episode because, yeah, I'm not going to rush this. I'd like to get an ear. And it's going to take a little while to actually 100% rush it. We got the ticking war score. Yeah. We're going to get this fort and we're going to take a lot of his stated stuff here. So it's going to take a little while. We have to kind of carpet siege him, which is going to be next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Again, just to reiterate, that's going to be satisfying because it's like the largest land grab we've made this whole bloody game. Feels good, man. I'm looking forward to next episode. I hope you guys are too. I'll see you then.